It's been a long, hard season. I'm feeling weary to my bones. I guess that's my reason. I've packed my bags and now I'm gone. Somewhere between the sun and the deep blue sea.
So I made it to Weymouth. Really easy journey, really, absolutely fantastic. Didn't bother putting the sails up, just motored up those few miles. Got in here, had a look around, and shopping. Yeah, nice end to a nice day, really. I'm going to speak to you tomorrow.
I wanna close my eyes and go back, play it in my mind. A movie of us two, yeah, we were happy at the time. Can't remember what it felt like. We used to be so strong. That picture perfect sky now, it looks so grey and cold. We've been playing here since 4 a.m. and you haven't said a word to me.
So one of the problems we've had is this is the water pump, and it's been leaking, we thought, from here, but also it turns out it could well have been the lip seal gasket in here, which when new looks like that, and ours, wow, looked a bit like this actually, very knackered. So going to replace that, and then hopefully we won't have a leak, because we were just about to set off for our trip down to the Helford River now, on the way to the Isles of Scilly, and discovered a drip. So it's a case of quick impeller change and gasket. £77 later, hopefully we'll be right. We will report back. The folks at Weymouth Harbour were so helpful, allowed us to sort things out before leaving. We anchored off the beach at Weymouth whilst waiting for the tidal gate to transit the Bill of Portland. Now, I've done the calculations for the tidal gate at the Bill several times, and I've always found the narrow but perfectly manageable calm bit of water called the Inner Passage each time. Today, however, despite having checked my calculations several times, the wind and swell from the southwest obliterated the calm water, and by the time we'd realised this, it was too late, and we were in the grip of the westerly tidal stream. Quite frankly, we've never been so scared as this on a boat. The bow dug under the water several times, and all we could do was hang on as we encountered the ferocious waters off the Bill. Eventually, though, the current spat us out, and very quickly, because we were bruised and fed up, decided to change our plans and head for Brixham, some 40 miles to the west, rather than do the overnight to the Helford River as we had planned. The sea state didn't let up for another 5 hours, and it was only as we neared Tor Bay that we finally were able to relax. We'd endured 6 hours of relentless bow slamming and were dead tired. We dropped anchor just outside Brixham Harbour at 2:30 under a moonlit night and promptly fell asleep on the saloon berths. We're really lucky we got space on the town quay here in Brixham. Tried a few years to get that, hadn't got it. Really nice to be next to these classic old boats, and very, very cheap at £22 a night. Happy days. having a go at barbecuing some fish today. We went to the fishing boat across the other pontoon and got some monkfish this morning. Cost us the grand total of £10 for 3 lovely monkfish. I've filleted them and going to put some lime on there, add a few little spices, wrap them up in tin foil and chuck them on the barbecue for a few minutes along with some sweet corn and some green beans, and we're going to have ourselves a little barbecue. So we've got our monkfish tails here. Going to add a little bit of pepper to them. I'm putting a small amount of, tiny amount of crushed chilies, just because Alice and I are quite keen on that sort of thing. Going to try to just rub them in slightly. Not a huge deal. Just a few mixed herbs over the top. I have no idea how this is going to turn off. And I'm just going to let that lot, rub it in slightly, and I'm going to put them loosely inside my dish here. I'm going to whiz those in the fridge, and we'll come and have another look at those in sort of 10 minutes and get them on the barbecue. I just want to say a huge thank you to my colleague Martin, who is a chef who has been guiding me through this process. So thank you very much, Martin. Without this, I don't think I could have done. So we'll do that and we'll come back. Oh, I forgot, apparently the most important ingredient, squeeze a lime over the top. So I'll do that and then we'll go. So nice and airy parcel. That's the magma on. Just let that warm up for a bit. Cheers everyone, drink responsibly, never drink unsober. That's nice. We'll get the monkfish on in a minute, but for now let's just get these corns started. So the monk is in. Just going to sit that there for 10 minutes, turn it over once and see what happens. Okay, just turn the monk over. Smells, oh, amazing. Corn on the cob's pretty much done, so it's all going to come together. 5 minutes, jobs are good. There we go. There's the monkfish fillets. So here we have it. That's the monkfish with a nice salad, some corn on the cob, a bit of coleslaw, and a bit of rum punch to finish it all off. Yeah. So we're leaving Brixham on a very fine morning, heading off to Falmouth. We're at wind of about 5 knots. We're motor sailing at the moment, got a reefed main up, mainly because I couldn't be asked to take the reefing lines out. Very pleasant at the moment, sea state is smooth, exactly as per the weather forecast, and wind is about the same as the weather forecast. Could do with it being a bit more. And I'm heading up to what appears to be the biggest infestation of marker pot boys I've ever seen in my life. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of juggling with the helm. But otherwise, yeah, they're very nice. Dartmouth behind us in the distance. We've been going for about not much more than an hour now. Sea state's very pleasant. It's kind of a really slow swell, just very gentle. Going to go quite inshore to start point. Had some horrific times through there with the overfalls when we've been through here before, but today we're hoping it's going to be lovely. And then as we turn the corner, we'll set out and straight over to Falmouth. Yeah, so far so good. Oh.
Paris in July, got stuck out in the rain, but we danced around and didn't mind it. So young and reckless, baby, you and I fit just like a
general situation, an area of low pressure near Iceland with associated fronts bringing rain at times. However, southern and eastern England will remain mostly dry. Outlook for the following 24 hours, variable 2 to 4, becoming west 3 to 5.
So it's about a round start point here. You can see Bolt Head in the distance. Here's the lighthouse, start point. Give you some context. We're taking about half a mile to a mile offshore. We're expecting to see some overfalls at some stage, but potentially to the west. So it's about 10:30 now, so that puts us around about sort of 5 hours in, and we are comfortably into the offshore. Well, I say offshore, it's not far offshore, but it's away from the shore, part of the passage. We're on a steady course to Falmouth still doing very well, about 7 knots over the water, so happy with that. A little bit slammy, but that's what we expected in moderate sea state. A wind of about 16 knots straight on the nose, as usual. I don't know whether these boys are racing or not, but they look awfully serious, and there's about 5 or 6 of them, so I'm wondering whether it's a race out to the Eddystone Lighthouse or not. I'll have to do some research. As we leave the Eddystone Lighthouse behind us, it's time to press on for Falmouth. and we're just seeing the start of the coastline to come back in now. Arrived in Falmouth. Gosh, that was a long haul. Making our final approach now into Falmouth. There's good old Line Bay. I've been on her. Did a little trip on her from Weymouth down to London with the Sea Cadets. That was good fun. Nice to see her in here.